Good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce Claire Guilford, who is one of our Brem Scholars this year. She is a senior music therapy student, and I want to mention that music therapy is evidence-based, and Claire was looking at some of the evidence that will inform some of the work she'll be doing during her internship at a hospital setting. Claire Guilford.
I'm a bit tall for this. Okay, good morning everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Claire Guilford, as you've heard, and during this presentation we will be exploring the impact of music on the experience of childbirth. Pregnancy and childbirth can be one of the most intimate and meaningful experiences in a person's life. However, it can also be painful, intense, stressful, and potentially traumatic, both psychologically and physiologically. On this slide here, you will see a scale with kind of a couple of different places where different things fall on the pain rating scale. So at the bottom, you'll see things like arthritis, sprains, toothaches. At the top, you'll start with causalgia, which is severe nerve damage due to burning. After that is digit amputation, and right after that is childbirth. So as you can see, even if you've not experienced childbirth, it is a very uncomfortable situation for many women. And while pain is definitely an uncomfortable experience, unmanaged pain during labor and delivery can increase emotional stress, slow the progress of labor, and contribute to an overall lack of maternal satisfaction. And any of these factors can increase risk for both mom and babies. So, how does music address some of these issues? Music is well known in the literature to relieve acute, chronic, and procedural pain. A meta-analysis by Lee in 2016 found 97 randomized controlled trials that indicated that music significantly decreased pain, emotional distress from pain, anesthetic use, opioid intake, heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration rate. These physiological markers, These physiological markers are indicators that even though people felt like their pain was being relieved, their body was also responding to the music in ways just beyond their own perception of their pain. During childbirth, music has similar effects. In a literature review by McCaffrey et al., 2020, 22 out of 24 studies indicated that music significantly reduced pain. At this time, we know that music seems to be greatly beneficial in both pregnancy, childbirth, and during the postpartum experience. However, it's unclear whether live or recorded music is more effective and exactly what musical qualities are most effective. A lot of the music had relaxing qualities, so it was regular, rhythmic, with no extreme changes in dynamics, and with a tempo that matched the human resting heart rate. However, in a study by Delona et al., they used a Piano Guys cover of Kung Fu Panda, Cello Ascent, for their piece. And if you know that piece, it does not stay calm the entire time. However, they still found that it significantly decreased self-assessed anxiety, and the maternal and fetal heart rates, actually, their variations directly related to the characteristics of the music. So while this might be a little confusing at first, like, oh, well, what part of the music is actually helping? It makes sense if you think about it in context of exercise music or relaxing music. Childbirth is a really intense experience. When you're exercising, you probably don't want to listen to lullabies. So the music can definitely be related to the participants' moods. In addition to reducing pain, anxiety, and stress, music was also found to reduce perceived fatigue, which is critical because the need for elective labor induction due to maternal fatigue may be avoided, thus significantly decreasing the risks associated with induction. So, Why is this important? Well, for one, music is low risk. It's not typically contraindicated for a lot of populations. Two, as you saw, there are many physiological benefits of the music. It's also cost effective. To hire a music therapist full time for an entire week, it is still less expensive than one epidural. Yes. There's also increased overall satisfaction from mothers throughout the labor, delivery, and postpartum experiences. And any decrease of maternal anxiety, fatigue, or stress is beneficial due to the risks associated with them in pregnancy and childbirth. In fact, America has the highest mortality rate of any first world country for mothers. This chart here is from 2020. In America, there were 23.8 deaths out of 100,000 live births, and France comes in second with only 8.7. In 2021, the maternal mortality rates rose to 32.9 per 100,000 live births. With this in mind, finding non-pharmaceutical alternatives to enhance the birth experience, reduce pain and anxiety, and mitigate risk is crucial to raising the standard of maternal health care. This presentation focuses on the use of music during labor and delivery. However, music can be impactful for a wide range of people. You will now have the opportunity to experience the effect of music in a live setting. You're going to hear me say a few words up here, play some music over there, and then come back and say a few more words before we end.
If you would like to participate, all you need to do is listen. If you would not like to, I just ask that you keep in mind the respectful atmosphere of this space. So I would like to invite everyone to get comfortable in their seats. Maybe have both feet firmly on the ground. And take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. While I begin to play, I invite you to focus on the music, the lyrics, the sound of my voice. If your mind starts to drift, that's okay. Just gently bring it back to the music or focus on your breathing. Here comes the stretch if that feels right for you. Before we end today, I'm curious to know about your experience. So, in 1 to 2 words, what was that like for you? Feel free to call it out, or you can raise your hand, whatever is most comfortable.
Peace.
Peace.
Unburdening.
Unburdening.
Relaxed.
Relaxed.
It was all right.
All right. Thank you all for sharing. If you didn't feel particularly relaxed, that's also okay. Music therapy is a highly individualized experience, so there's no right way to do it.
I found that the lyrics allowed me to not wander in anxiety, in circumstances.
So,
Dr. Merrill said it loud her too, not wander and stay within the song. At this time, I invite you all to ask any questions if you have them. Yes.
I'm curious to know what your internship placement will entail. Will you be working specifically with parents giving birth?
I definitely hope to have some experience. I'll be at Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. It is a level 3 trauma center, so I'll be doing a lot of pain management, but I'll be working mostly with children, hopefully a little bit with mothers as well. Yes.
When it comes to work with mothers, is the goal to complement like epidural or other pain management, or replace it?
It's highly reliant on what the mother wants in her own care.
Okay.
If she feels that pharmaceutical pain management is going to be what she needs, great, we can definitely complement that. But if she is trying to go for a more natural, pharmaceutical-free, we can also help her with that. Yeah.
Great.
What are some pain management interventions you might use with children in your internship?
Oh, well, there's a lot, and it's very highly individualized for any person. One thing that we really try to do is train with our clients and then move with them, whether they're at a really high pain level, start where they are, where they're really high, the music is really intense, and hopefully try to slowly bring it down from there. There's also something called the gateway theory of pain control, where essentially music acts as a second stimulus that kind of blocks the pain signals that are coming in. So that's some of the theory behind it, but there's a lot of different methods in the literature, for sure. Thank you, everyone. My references are up here, as well as the slides and my website and contact, so feel free to scan the QR codes. Thank you.